Cheers everybody and welcome back. As you saw at the start of the video, today's opal is incredibly special. So I have no choice but to put this on straight away. This opal weighs 8.5 carats. It's huge. The brightness is a 5 out of 5. It has orange, greens, blues, slight tints of yellow. It's a phenomenal stone. It's been sent to me by a customer to recut. As you can see, and I'll point it out, there is a chip in one side of the opal. I've spoken to the person I'm recutting it for. There's colour underneath the chip. I said to them, normally I'd sort of take a whole layer off the cabochon, make it an even dome, but they've said to me they don't mind having an uneven dome for this opal because they want to keep the stone as large as possible, which I think is a great idea. So it's my job to take the chip out of the opal, make it a flush, even roll, but I need to give it a good polish, take that chip out, and hopefully make them one happy customer. Because obviously the stone's already been cut, I just need to put it onto a dop stick. And we're going to jump straight across to the cutting machine where you can watch me take the chip out of the opal. I'm going to do most of the work on the 400 grit wheel. This gives me the benefit of taking material away slowly whilst also not leaving scratches that are too deep in the face. There are a lot of scratches on the face of the opal already that I need to take out. That's why you see me right now just focusing on the whole dome rather than just the spot with the chip. It's time now to really focus in on where the chip is and begin to get rid of it. Because the chip does go very deep, this could be a long process. I'm using a bit of a circular motion here. My reasoning for that is because if I just stuck the opal against the wheel, it would make a big flat spot. I know that's kind of expected already, but at least with a rolling / circular motion, it can still give the illusion or the effect of a cabochon without just having a flat spot in the face of the opal. I know it's destined to have a bit of a flat spot, but the rounder I can make it, the happier I'll be and the better it'll look. It's important to inspect the work along the way. I'm checking here that the scratches are out of the face, and I'm having a look at the chip to see how far I've got left. As you can see here with this zoom in, it's pretty much gone. There's a small spot left, so I just need to get that out. Here's a little POV of what it looks like to cut the opal from my angle. It's a beautiful gem. Once again inspecting the opal just to make sure that the chip is out before moving over to the 600 grit wheel. This is quickly becoming one of my favourite wheels on the machine. Its ability to remove the previous scratches and really start to knock out any hard edges and create a dome is incredibly satisfying to me. So it's very much of a repeat where of course it's just rolling the edge, taking the scratches out that are left behind from the previous wheel. The colours in this opal is truly mesmerising. It has been a pleasure and an honour to cut this opal. It's not often you get to work with material that is this expensive, so it's nice to know that I'm trusted to be able to cut a stone of this calibre. You can see me using the circular motion again instead of spinning the opal. When I'm doing it, it gives me a chance to feel how that dome rolls. It's funny because it's easier to see it with your eyes, but when you've been cutting opal for as long as I have, sometimes the way it moves on the wheel is a dead giveaway on how good the work is. Moving over to the 1200 grit wheel, same process as before, just taking out the scratches left behind by the 600 grit wheel. It puts a really nice pre-polish on the opal, setting it up perfectly to have the cerium oxide at the end. Before we go anywhere near that cerium oxide, I of course have to look at the opal again under a loupe. I need to make sure that the work is perfect. Now that I've made that decision, some fresh cerium oxide is needed for a stone of this caliber, a bit of water in a nice mix, and straight onto the felt wheel. I'm confident that all the scratches are out, and especially that chip is gone. So let's see what the final polish looks like. So, we saved the opal. Thank you to the opal gods, who are clearly looking out for me today, in conjunction with the lucky hat. Nothing went wrong with the cut. As you can see, it now weighs 7.995 carats. Thankfully, we were able to keep the size of the stone the same, so the dimensions remain the same. I just had to remove half a carat on that one side where the chip was. It's not great having to lose so much, but it was necessary in order to make this opal perfect again. It now once again has a mirror polish and is ready to be reset into jewellery. So it has been an absolute pleasure and an honour to cut this for the customer. That's enough of me talking now. What I'm going to do is place some macro shots of the opal so you can just enjoy the colour play in slow motion. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe, drop a like if you've enjoyed it, and comment down below what you think of the opal. And I'll see you in a week's time.